Hello again everyone. Welcome to Felixstowe. This is Cobbold Point and I'm going to photograph that sea defence in a minute. Just waiting for the tide to come in a little bit. Another half an hour or so. Another long exposure vlog. The last in the series, I think. Let's get to it then. I'll talk you through it. Not looking too bad. It's been kind of grey all morning and I've been waiting for the tide to come in and it's got another hour to go really, but we might be able to get away with this a little bit earlier. This is a scene I photographed before. I'll show you on the screen. This is a print of the colour image that I shot last time, and there are two of these sea defences. One goes this way, as you can see, and the other one goes the other way. And I photographed the other one last time, so I thought I'd come and have a go at this. So what I'm looking for again here is a 1 or 2 minute exposure, just to really blow the water. And what I need is a grey day. So last week in the Lake District, I needed a bit of light, had none. Today, I need some greyness and no light. And I might be unlucky. The sun might come out. It doesn't look too bad in colour, this, actually, if the sun's out, but I want to shoot this in black and white. So actually a little bit of light as it is now is about perfect, which is why I'm kind of coming out and see if I can get this done, because another hour, if the sun comes out a lot, it might just spoil it a little bit. I've just seen Justin Minns up there. Highly recommend Justin. He's a fantastic photographer, does workshops and bits. If you're a local and you want to come and check him out, I'll put his website down below. So if you watch this, Justin, love it. See you again. He's doing a one-to-one with somebody. Right, okay. Let's get in position and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So having said it's might come out sunny, it's actually now started to rain, and I don't think it's quite deep enough. Might shoot one like this, but these lower ones here I'd like to be submerged a little bit and go a little bit further back, but you can see if I move out the way, you can see the curve of it. I quite like it low down. Before I've shot it from high up and that looks good as well, but this is quite a nice composition. I think it looks a little bit more dramatic from lower down. You've got this lovely curve and actually it leads over to the docks, which is over that way. But yeah, look, it's going to be a nice picture. It is a nice picture, this one. It's I've seen it done a few times, and so I've been here once before myself, but this is the first time I've been here for a long while, so I'm looking forward to photographing it. So I've got the camera up high, not quite as high, but I might go a little bit higher just to get down on it a little bit. But it looks okay from here. So actually, there's a marker post bang on the third, which actually works really, really well. The camera's level. I'm focusing about a third of the way in on one of these groins here. Just get that dead sharp. And I'm using f/22. All of a sudden it's got really sunny, which is what I was a little bit worried about actually. But the sky, if you look out in the dark, in the distance, is dark, so I think it's going to work okay. Still going to look really moody. Still got the seagull on the top, and actually the light on the side of this post is quite good now. So I have taken a 4 minute exposure, and even in that 4 minutes, where I was standing with the tripod, where the tripod was, my feet even got wet. So it's coming in quite quickly now. So I've moved the camera back a little bit just to allow for the tide to come in. I'm going to frame it up, exactly the same thing, take the filter off. We'll have a look at the exposure, adjust it, and then we'll do another one. Another 4 minutes probably. So this is a 2 minute exposure, f11. I'm just going to hold my hand here because the light's coming from up the top left, just so we don't get any flare. Obviously it's open, it's lit up by stop now, and I like that dark blue background actually, so this might work as a colour shot, this one. It's a really inky blue, which I'll probably call Blakeney blue, because Blakeney to me has always got these lovely dark blue inky skies above it whenever I go there. I mean, I go there quite often. It's normally kind of autumn and spring, not in full summer. But there's definitely either a rain shower out there. I think actually it's going, because we have had rain here, so I think it's disappearing out to sea. And I don't really want a nice bright sky. I want a really dark, moody sky for this. But the light at the moment, with this light just kissing off the top of these defences, is working well. And you can see now, hopefully, that the lower ones here, look, have almost completely vanished. So I think we're going to get another couple of shots in here. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like, because there'll be a little bit of detail there. But another 10 minutes or so, and they'll be completely underwater, and it will look different again. So one shot in the bag already. This one hopefully will be decent. We've got 15 seconds left. A lovely little sailing boat right out there. What a beautiful day to be out on the water. These droids are really nice because they also curl back in, so even further back up the beach works really, really well. So I might do that next. Right, there we go. So we're just going to check it. And that looks, it's hard to see in the light actually. Where are we? Good. I'll put that on the screen. Have a look at it, see what you think. Just wait for that to finish. Done a couple. Looks really, really nice actually. Again, a simple shoot. It's coming quite quickly. I can show you on this time lapse. You can see this little boat that's been sailing across as well. I'm going to darken the sky down on these as well to make them look really moody. Okay, so that's the final exposure underway, another 4-minute exposure. It lightened up and then it's darkened down again, and actually conditions now are perfect. I love the light. I've got sand in my tripod if I'm not careful. If you see me running, it's because the camera's about to fall. I think it'll be okay. Let me just hold it and talk to you from here, just in case, because the tide's coming quite quickly. Keys to long exposure photography: you need to obviously darken down the sensor, so a neutral density filter is a must really, unless you're doing it in the dark, which is then astrophotography, I guess. You don't have to do it though at sunrise or sunset. You can do it any time of the day, which is I quite like it. Once you've found a subject, you need to look at the tides, what tide suits it. Often it's high tide for these, like if you saw the Pinwheel one, this one, Dovercourt one, not so much, not of a problem. But you certainly need to have a filter, a big neutral density filter. I've got a little stopper which I never use really because it's normally too bright, and this is the 15 stop, which is a bit too much. So I think I'm going to have to get myself a big stopper, which is 10 stop, which is just about right, I reckon. 4-minute exposure, bit long, can't be too long really, but don't necessarily need it. 2 minutes would have been absolutely fine. I could go to f8 on this, but I don't really want to risk losing the depth of field, and there's not a lot of depth of field on medium format cameras, so I think this is going to be okay. We've got 2 minutes left. I think the tide's calmed down a little bit and Albert's fairly steady, but I don't want to see him tumbling because that would obviously be a disaster. But I'll do a colour one and a black and white one, and I'll put these on the screen for you to have a look at. By the way, I've got GFX in monochrome mode because I want to see what it looks like. That's what I intend to shoot this at. But I might also convert one to colour. Right, let's see how we get on with this. So, looking moody on the horizon, the exposure's nearly done. I'll leave it there. I'll leave you with the images from today. Thanks ever so much as ever for looking at the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Where am I going to be next time? Next time I'm going to be at Landguard Point, hopefully doing a nice moody black and white of the docks, which are over there on the horizon. Interesting place, Felixstowe. Take care, give the ones you love a kiss, and I will see you next time.